Hey YouTube, it's Natalie. Happy Saturday. If it's Saturday when you're watching, then it's Saturday when I'm filming. Good to see you. So I'm coming to you with a reaction video. This one is about the two, I guess, diss tracks that Kelsey, Nicole, and Megan Thee Stallion did. So I'm not going to play much of the lyrics out loud because I don't want to get copyrighted. And I think I only can do like 15 seconds at a time. But I am going to be reacting to what they said. The name of the song is Bussin' Back. I think I'm going to play it with the lyrics on. I've already listened to it. I listened to it to like hear that she used the hit 'em up beat. It's from the Tupac diss record where he dissed Biggie and, you know, Diddy and all those people. He dissed Faith. He dissed a whole bunch of people in the Hit 'em Up record. So it's a classic beef track for like a diss track. It's a classic background, kind of like Ether is a classic instrumental for a diss track. So I am going to play it. And let's see how much of it I can get away with without getting copywritten. We're trying not to do that. Yeah, who I'm taking shots at? So you hear that she's using the hit 'em up. Yeah, who I'm taking shots at? B, I'm busting you. Brat, take money. Okay. Listen, you I'm talking to that same crash that boat on 42. It's a shame we're here today. Let me just say that artistry-wise, everyone has their own, you know, taste is subjective. But you guys can go listen to this entire track, you know, yourselves and go listen to her flow. I don't like her flow at all. It sounds like she's reading from a piece of paper. But that's not really relevant to, I'm just trying to get to like what the facts of the case are and what happened. Since she said she was going to release a statement, or she said she was going to do an interview about what happened, and she hasn't done an interview. So this is the closest that we're going to be able to get. So I'm only not playing the entire thing out loud just because I don't want to get copywritten, but I do want you guys to go listen to it so you can tell me what your opinion is. I'm going to just so you could get like a flavor of how she sounded. But now I'm just going to mute it and play it and talk about the lyrics. So she says, I'm talking to that same bee that crashed that boat on 42. It's a shame we here today. Truth be told, is because of you. So drive the boat is Megan Thee Stallion's thing that she says, apparently. You guys will have to fill me in on what some of these lyrics mean. It's a shame we here today. Truth be told, is because of you. So she's saying whatever beef that they have is because of Megan. Okay. Couldn't control your little feelings. Look what D is costing you. It was all good. Yeah, about a week ago. Okay, so D is costing her something. I guess Tory's D? I don't know. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda, but this beat is really tweaking. Bro, if I was the one with the gun, you would have heard about a murder, RIP. So I'm just gonna get straight to the part about the gun. She's saying that if she had the gun or she had been the one doing the shooting, then Megan would be dead, basically. It's not a very smart lyric to have, but okay. Smart or not, she's saying that she's not the shooter. Okay. And she says that if she was the shooter, Megan would be dead. I think. Said her back was turned, but that girl know who really hurt her. I ain't hurt you, B. Never been a jealous friend, and the people really know it. Nah, never been. So she's saying that Megan said her back was turned, but even though she says that, she knows who actually did it, right? And she knows, and Kelsey is saying that she's not the one that hurt her. So I'm wondering if Kelsey feels as though, or if in fact, Megan has been making allegations that Kelsey was the shooter. That's not what I was getting from the media, you know, reports, but we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You know, they were friends. So maybe friends of theirs told a different story. When Megan made her live, she said that Tory was the shooter. She never said that Kelsey was the shooter. Before she said, you know, she didn't want to say who shot her. Then she said, well, first she told the police that she wasn't shot. Then she got medical treatment. Then she told the media that, you know, she got shot, but she didn't say who. And then Megan said that Tory shot her. Of all the versions that she's given, she's never said that Kelsey shot her. So I wonder if there was some behind the scenes like drama or beef that we don't know about. Clearly, if they're making diss tracks about one another. So she's saying that she's never been jealous, okay, and she's not the one that hurt her. But I do know that Tory Lanez, so-called bodyguard, although I don't believe that that was actually his bodyguard, but the so-called bodyguard said that Tory and Kelsey were struggling over the gun, and Kelsey was trying to shoot Megan, and Tory was trying to stop her, and then the gun went off, and Kelsey shot the gun by accident. And I talked about, what he said in that, I think Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez reaction number 3. So I don't think that story is coming from Megan. It sounds like it's coming from this fake bodyguard. But, once people fall out, it's really, hard to tell who's saying what about who. Seems like there's a lot of hurt feelings here. If you would have kept it silent, then I would have been told it. See, I really thought I knew you, thought you would keep it G. If you would have kept it silent, then I would have been told it. Why would her staying silent be the reason that you say what happened? What is that supposed to mean? I don't quite understand that. What is the motivation there? But is she saying that if Megan wouldn't have aired out everything on Instagram Live, then Kelsey would have came forward and said what happened? Maybe she thinks that what Megan was saying wasn't fully supporting Kelsey, and so now she doesn't feel a motivation to tell the story of what happened. I don't know. That's very interesting. I don't know what that means. If you want to talk gangsta B, I'm really from the street. Imagine lying to the DA saying I took some hush money. Okay, so there is a report from the district attorney in the media that Tory was calling around to Kelsey and to Megan after the shooting, offering them hush money. And Megan says that he offered both her and Kelsey hush money, but Kelsey has said multiple times that she didn't take any hush money. So, but the reports that I saw did not say that Kelsey took the hush money. I wondered if maybe that was her motivation for not speaking out sooner. I did wonder that if maybe she took some hush money, but here she's explicitly saying, and when I filmed my last video, she had already said that, but I just forgot to put it in there. Out of her own mouth, she's saying that she didn't take any hush money, but I do wonder if she was offered hush money, which is what the reports were. And then again, I don't know if maybe Megan was saying, well, if my friend is not speaking out on my behalf, I'm going to surmise that she took the hush money. That's definitely going to cause a rift in the friendship if you're going to assume that your friend took hush money and she didn't actually take it. And then, you're putting it out there like maybe she did. I would be offended by that. So maybe that's why they have a rift in their relationship. Okay. So she's saying she didn't take any hush money, but I wonder if she was offered hush money. Because again, if she was offered hush money, then that's going to be a problem. Because if you're offered hush money, not you being offered it, that's not a problem for you. The person who offered you the hush money, if they are under indictment or there's a potential criminal investigation, that could be a crime. You could be tampering with the evidence, witness tampering, obstruction of justice, so you want to be careful about anything like that. And of course, you don't want to take the money because that would implicate you in a crime as well. So I don't know if Tory offered Megan and Kelsey money or not, and he's not charged with that. I don't know if that's actually true, and he's not charged with that, but that is a very interesting and kind of dangerous position to be in. Put a muzzle on your friends. Y'all acting like some crash dummies. Got my chain snatched. Damn, here you go lying. So put a muzzle on your friends. I'm wondering if that means that other people have orders where they can't talk because of, the ongoing investigation, or could that mean that she is trying to get Kelsey not to talk, which we know that that's not the case. I think she does want Kelsey to say what happened. But Kelsey doesn't want to because she's upset with her. And I guess that Megan must have said something, or Kelsey thinks Megan said something about Kelsey getting her chain snatched. Again, you guys, these like little ins and outs of their friendship, I'm not well versed on that because I don't know much about Megan Thee Stallion outside of like this situation. I'm just interested in it because it's a criminal legal case and I'm interested in those type of cases. But I'm sure you guys can fill me in on what that's supposed to mean. To be an A-list celeb, you're doing too much trying. Where I get this money from, B, you knew I was a hustler. What way she did, should have known I couldn't trust her. So, so the way she did someone else, you should have known that you couldn't trust her. Well, here's the thing. If you're friends with somebody and you see them do someone else dirty, then, and if they turn around and do you, and you accept it and remain their friend, whether you like that person or not, you should accept the consequences of that. Because when I see my friends do other people dirty, I either correct them or I don't remain friends with them, right? So you chose to be friends with her. But she's saying that you're doing too much trying, where I get this money from. So I guess she's basically saying, look, I make my own money. I don't need to accept money from Tory Lanez in order to have money. And I guess maybe she's thinking, or Megan in fact did say that where is Kelsey getting all this money from? She must have accepted money from Tory Lanez. It can be very insulting to be accused of taking hush money, you know, especially if you didn't. So it seems like that's the thing she's most upset about. She's not saying she didn't get shot. She's not saying who shot her or who didn't shoot her, but I guess she is the most offended by being accused of taking hush money. I wonder if they can work this out in their friendship, because if that's not what Megan meant, or if Megan was mistaken and, you know, maybe if she apologizes to Kelsey or something, I don't know. I'm such a mediation based, restorative justice type of person. I'm always interested to know if people can restore their relationships. So protect black women, huh? But you sending threats to me. Damn, I thought that you was solid. Now protect black women, huh? But you sending threats to me. Damn, I thought you was solid. Now the joke's on me. Okay. So, people were, protect black women. Around the time that, the whole thing happened with Tory Lanez, that was around the time of the Breonna Taylor case getting widespread popularity. So a lot of people were saying protect black women, protect black women, in conjunction with the Megan Thee Stallion, situation, and how hip hop media was making fun of her, basically calling her a liar, saying she didn't get shot. So I guess she's saying that that's ironic that she's saying to protect black women if you're sending threats to me. So, or people are saying to protect black women in relation to Megan Thee Stallion, but Megan Thee Stallion is threatening me. So that would be ironic if in fact that's the case. I wonder how much of the breakdown of their friendship, again, I don't know, maybe Megan did threaten her. I would love to know in what way Megan threatened her. And that's not cool if she did. But I really do wonder how much of this is third-party information, meaning they're hearing things about each other through the grapevine instead of just speaking directly to each other. But again, I don't know. This seems like a personal grievance between the two of them, where one friend is disappointed, and it seems like Kelsey is the most disappointed that Megan is allowing Kelsey to be seen as a potential shooter, and then Megan is disappointed that Kelsey's not speaking up on her behalf, and then they both feel betrayed by each other. That's what it sounds like. I didn't want to have to do this, but you steady shooting shots. Then said if I spoke that a sex tape could drop. Was never supposed to be against each other. This what y'all made it. Okay, so basically, she didn't want to make this diss track. She didn't want to make this diss track, but she feels like Megan is taking shots at her. And just like how Megan said she didn't want to speak out against Tory, but she felt like Tory was taking shots at her. And Tory was saying that he didn't want to speak about Megan, but Megan was taking shots at him. So a lot of people making a lot of statements in the media that they probably shouldn't make, all because they think that the other is taking shots at them. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, who took shots at who first? It's very immature and, definitely tells the fact that these people are young, if I spoke, a sex tape could drop. So basically she's saying the threats that she received is that a sex tape of hers could be leaked if she were to speak out against Megan, or speak out on what happened or something like that. And then again, I want to know what did actually happen and who's threatening to leak a sex tape on you. I would really like to know that, because that's, extortion, basically. That's another crime altogether. Who's committing that crime? Let me know about that. We got another crime here. Was never supposed to be against each other. This is what y'all made it. It's sad. This is sad, guys. I'ma still live it up. I know y'all really hate it. Sucking D behind my back. Who really on their knees? You an overachiever. All you do is succeed. I get it. It's a pun. Okay, I understand. Whether or not someone performs fellatio is their business. They're adults. I don't really see how is that still a diss in your 20s? How is that still a diss on each other that people perform oral sex? But what do I know? I'm a little bit more desensitized to these things because I represent prostitutes and stuff. So it's not that serious. But anyway, I'm glad she's living it up. Claiming you a pimp, but you slipping on your mackin'. All you lying to your label? Do they really know what happened? Who shot you? Because you know it wasn't me. Okay. So she's asking, did you lie to your label about what happened? And then she said, who shot you? Because you know it wasn't me. Again, I haven't seen where Megan herself has said that Kelsey shot her. Someone claiming to be Tory's bodyguard said that Kelsey shot her. And Kelsey's not charged with shooting anyone. But I wonder what makes her think that Megan is saying this, or like what Megan said to give that type of impression. I would really like to know that, because that's not consistent at all with what Megan has said in her Instagram Live, what the DA has charged, anything. The only person that made that allegation was the bodyguard. So I'm wondering, or the bodyguard, because I really don't believe that that's really the bodyguard. So I really do wonder like who that is that's giving her that information. But she's saying here, clearly it wasn't her. What she's also saying is that Megan was shot. You know, a lot of you guys are coming into my comment section telling me that Megan wasn't shot, when clearly she was. She was shot, that she suffered gunshot wounds, at least, you know, shrapnel or bullet fragments or something like that. But she was shot, right? She suffered a gunshot injury. That's what the medical record showed. And what Kelsey is not saying here is that you didn't get shot. She's not saying that. So that's very interesting. But maybe she will say it. Let's see. Who shot y'all? Cause you know it wasn't me. I was 10 toes down whenever you had beef. It's a good goddamn shame. All you had to do was, oops, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that it's like still. I was 10 toes down whenever you had beef. It's a goddamn shame. All you had to do was clear your best friend's name. Okay, so what she's saying here is that she was always there for Megan, and she wanted Megan to come out and explicitly say that it wasn't Kelsey who shot her. I never thought it was Kelsey who shot her, you know. I never thought that, but there are people saying it and people that believe that. So I guess she wants Megan to come out and say, look, guys, it wasn't Kelsey. And I can understand that. I can understand that. Kelsey, I thought a B from Barron County said something. You a H-Town hottie though, huh? F out of here. So I guess she's saying she's not really from Houston. She's from Barron County. Girl, but don't nobody know where Barron County is outside of Texas. So when people are like from Long Island or upstate New York and they say they're from New York, or people assume they're from New York City, you know, it's just, and nobody cares about that. You guys aren't like real gangsters where your neighborhood really matters. Nobody cares. Is that it? Okay, that's it. All right. So my thoughts are this. Based on those lyrics, it sounds to me like Kelsey Nicole is not going to say who actually shot Megan. It sounds like she does know. It sounds like she's saying that Megan was actually shot. And it seems like she's upset with Megan because she doesn't feel as though Megan has had her back or taken her side. So that's really sad that this type of breakdown has happened. But ultimately, they're really young. And so I hate to like discount people's relationships and things like that. But you will have other friends all throughout your life. Like, it's really not that serious if you guys fall out. It's a serious situation once you fell out over. But, you know, find your tribe. Find the people that make you happy. If you guys don't like each other anymore, you don't like each other anymore. But I really feel like they could still be friends if they just sat down and mediated and talked about this. I really, really do. I feel like this is like they're all playing a game of telephone and hearing everything from each other second and third hand. Now, as far as making these statements to the media, I hope that if she becomes a witness in the case, that she's very clear on what her facts are, because these same exact things that she said can be used to impeach her later on if she's called as a witness at trial. And she'll have a really hard time saying, I don't want to testify. I didn't know what happened. My back was turned. I didn't see anything, because based on this, it sounds like she's saying she did see something and that she wasn't the shooter, that Megan did get shot, you know, so it's going to be very easy to compel her to get on the stand and to testify. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Do you believe Kelsey's version of events, that she's not the one that shot Megan? I actually do believe that. And do you think that Megan is somehow being shady or throwing Kelsey under the bus? And I don't think that she actually was throwing Kelsey under the bus. Actually, I thought it was kind of odd that as her friend, Kelsey didn't come out and say, even if I'm not her friend anymore, you know, I didn't, Tory shot her, or whatever the case may be. But I do actually believe her that she didn't accept any money. But I think it's very interesting that her wording is that she didn't accept any money, not that she wasn't offered money. So that's my take on it, on my reaction to Kelsey Nicole's Bussin' Back. And also, I don't think that she's a rapper, and so I think that she should stick to whatever it is that she normally does, because I don't like her flow But that's just me personally. Like, maybe you guys like her flow. Do you like her flow? Tell me if you like her flow. Maybe I'm wrong, because like I don't like a lot of these mumble rappers flow, and they're very popular and famous and rich. So forget my opinion on how she raps. I might be too old to care. I might be too old to judge it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.